At first, it might have looked like a major drug bust by a Southern California sheriff's deputy. But now, he's the prime suspect. News.com has learned Jorge Oceguera-Rocha, 25, is accused of having 104 pounds of fentanyl in his Riverside County Sheriff's Department vehicle. Oceguera-Rocha resigned from the force after he was arrested on Saturday, September 16. He pleaded not guilty to all charges at his first court appearance on Monday, September 25. Authorities say Oceguera-Rocha carried 520,000 fentanyl pills because he's connected to a Mexican drug cartel. He reportedly did it while carrying a loaded weapon. That could lengthen his sentence if he's convicted. Oceguera-Rocha apparently was under investigation for several weeks. An affidavit filed in court said detectives monitored his phone calls, including one reportedly leading to an identified narcotic stash location. Detectives trailed Oceguera-Rocha across 2 counties on the day of his arrest. He eventually was pulled over, with a trained dog indicating fentanyl was in his trunk. The quantity he was in possession of at the time of his arrest is enough to kill approximately 2 million people, the affidavit reviewed by the Palm Springs Desert Sun says. KNXT-TV reports Oceguera-Rocha was a correctional deputy who specialized in moving inmates around Riverside County. Authorities do not believe he sold drugs while on duty or inside county jails. With this amount of narcotics, it's not for personal use, former sheriff candidate Michael Lujan told the Los Angeles Times. One has to investigate whether or not he was smuggling narcotics into the jail and sharing them either with other employees, civil staff or inmates. At least 7 inmates died in Riverside County jails last year from drug overdoses, 5 involving fentanyl. As many as 70 inmates overdosed on fentanyl, but survived. The sheriff's department won a judge's ruling to set Oceguera-Rocha's bail at $5 million. The department warned some of the money may come from Mexican gangs. Rob Ragaveen said Oceguera-Rocha has several relatives in Mexico and often crosses the border, making him a flight risk. It's not clear which cartel might have employed Oceguera-Rocha. The sheriff offered to send details to federal prosecutors first, but they were turned down. According to the San Bernardino Sun, Oceguera-Rocha carried his own weapon, instead of one issued by authorities. Oceguera-Rocha became the second Riverside County deputy in a week to lose his job because of illegal drugs. Brent Turnwall, 22, was fired for allegedly possessing drugs 3 days before Oceguera-Rocha's arrest. There's no word about whether he faces any charges.